Hey everybody, Aaron Rath here from Rath's Tesla. Just want to talk to you today about the yoke that I put on my car. Check out that video. I'll put the link to it up above. But I want to kind of do something a little bit different. You know, I've seen in the past other YouTubers that have kind of talked about driving with the yoke and their experience, and then they've put their spouse or significant other on to get their experience. And we're kind of going to do something a little similar to that, but in this video we're going to have my 16-year-old daughter drive with the yoke. That's right, I actually trusted my 16-year-old daughter to drive the Tesla. She has driven it before, but this time with the yoke. So we're going to get her thoughts and experience. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get backed out of the garage here, and let's talk about some of the things that we like about the yoke. And I don't say dislike, because as of right now, I don't have any dislikes with the yoke. I absolutely love it. I've driven probably 350 miles with it for about a week now, and it has just been a lot of fun to drive. It really, you know, you hear some people's bad experiences where they talk about, you know, how hard it is to turn and all this stuff. I don't think it's that hard to turn. We're in drive. We're just going to kind of go through the neighborhood here and kind of see what it's like to drive with the yoke. And on a normal day, I just kind of use this little nub up top here, and I'll use the other one with my right hand. But when I'm in FSD Beta, it's so nice. You put the Beta on and you just let it drive, and then I'm going to slow down here. I just kind of rest my hand right here on this little ledge, and it keeps me from getting the blue flashy screen that tells me to move the steering wheel. It stops it from getting that. I don't ever get that just by putting my hand here, because it's got the weight on it. So it's really nice. Now I hear people, and you'll see my daughter when we show her little driving clip here, talk about, you know, making the corners. I'm going to take it out of full self drive, and I'm going to make some of these corners myself. So we'll make a right hand turn, and there's a couple ways you can do it. I'm a one-handed driver anyway, even on the steering wheel, but just going over the top like that, not a big deal, and let it ride back down, not a big deal at all. I don't have a problem with it at all. And even better in some cases is just taking and using your finger on the nub here. I'll make a left-hand turn up here, and I'll show you what it's like to just kind of use this little nub here like it's in the part of the steering wheel to get your turning going. So we'll make a left-hand turn right here, and you'll see, and just kind of push it down and push it across and make that turn, and then let it come back, and it's as easy as that. I mean, even turning around isn't a big deal. So in this little corner here, I'm going to make a little big turnaround, so you can see it's not that hard. You know, like I said, you just grab the little nub, twist it around, and then just kind of let your hand glide over the top. If you're not going 80 miles an hour, it's really not that big of a deal. And I have found that driving on the highway or driving in you know, higher speed situations, it's really nice. It doesn't take that much to kind of flick the wrist and get things going. You know, it's just over the top and let it come back down, and you just ride it back down. It's really not that hard to do. And if you watch people's nightmare videos, I will tell you, it's not hard to do, and it looks so good in here with my red stock covers, and then the red on the steering wheel with the white matching the seats. I'm telling you what, Hansshow does such a cool good job making these. These are hand stitched. You can get it with the Alcantara in black. You can get it in the white like I did. You can get it with the carbon fiber inserts. You can get it without the carbon fiber. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can configure this steering wheel so that it matches. You can even get the airbag so that it's white as well. You can get an airbag cover when you order from Hansshow to change the way your airbag looks. I went with the stock one because I thought it just kind of looked good, and it, you know, I wanted to make the red accent in the middle. So you can do so many different things. So go check out Hanshow's website. I have a link down below to the yoke wheel, excuse me, and I have a discount code as well. Use Rats Tesla at checkout and you get a really good discount. And I'm telling you, this is a quality product. And I did get some questions on my last video, some comments and questions, and one of the biggest questions I got was if I ordered it or if the heated portion still works. So I ordered mine with heated steering wheel. So if you watch the video, I plug in one of the wires to the heated steering wheel and it works great. I used it this morning when I went to work. It was chilly enough that I just turned on the heated steering wheel and it worked perfectly. So yeah, it works really, really good. So I would say if you're on the fence, if you like to mod your car, get this thing. It is super cool. All right, this is my daughter Marissa. She drives a 2013 Ford Escape, and we're gonna get her reactions to driving the Yoke as she backs up and turns it. And she also said, wanted to know if she could take it out of chill because she said chill is for losers. And if you drive in chill, she's not calling you a loser. She was saying that towards my wife, who will only drive the car in chill mode. All right, Marissa, what do you think? It's chunky.
It's a chunky monkey.
Yeah, don't speed.
I don't like that. If you don't push go, it doesn't go, okay? Just so you know.
Yeah, she doesn't drive this very often, so getting used to the one pedal driving is almost every time she drives it. But when you take corners and you're turning like this, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I normally drive like this anyway. I don't put my hand on the top of my wheel.
Okay,
That's just weird.
So we'll get, again, speeding.
Sorry.
And you want to come out of chill mode? All right, so we'll see her reaction when she has to take a big corner up here. We're coming up to and I keep putting my hand in front. I'm sorry.
What's the right?
Go right.
They should put L and R for people like me.
Okay, let's see how she does on this corner. How's that feel with that big wide turn like that?
If you tuck your hand here, I feel like it's a lot easier.
But you don't miss the top part of the steering wheel on those big turns like that?
Not really.
Okay, let's take a left up here on 8th, and that way you get a left hand turn as well.
My left hand turns suck. Even in my own car. I take a lot of those.
Okay, well let's... Yeah, probably not a good idea to go. We'll wait. So Marissa's going to be my companion on what will be the first road trip in the Tesla. That video coming up, that's not going to be for a couple weeks or maybe a month or so. Marissa, what did you think about that left-hand turn? How'd that feel? Well, besides the turn, how was the wheel? Or the yoke? I mean, because you kind of got your hand caught in there. Was that because it was a yoke or because you were driving like a doofus?
It's because it was a left-hand turn and my left-hand turn sucked.
Okay. But going around little curves like this, it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
What about just driving straight? You like resting your hands like that?
I drive like this.
Yeah.
I promise, I don't speed in my... Actually.
Yeah, you do. All right, so work your way home then. Ooh, sun's right there. All right, house.
House?
House is blocking the sun.
Can I go this way?
Yes. All right, let's see this left-hand turn. Whew, got the sun right in our eyes right there.
Okay. I kind of regret turning there.
Is it one of those things that once you get used to, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal?
Yeah, I think so.
Sun a little bright?
Not tall enough. Kind of like.
So I wanted to get Marissa's reaction first because she's only been driving for a little over a year.
Not even. I have not had my license for a year yet.
Okay, she hasn't had her driver's license for quite a year yet. So I wanted to get her reaction because she's hasn't gotten all the bad habits yet in the driving experience. So I wanted to kind of get her thoughts and her experience on this, on the Yoke. The thing I like about the Yoke is that you really can't put your hand, well, you can't put your hands on the top, but what most people don't realize is that you should not drive with your hands on the top of the steering wheel, because if the airbag blows, guess what's going to happen? It's going to snap your arm right at the elbow, and you're going to be in a bad way. You're either going to break your elbow because you held onto the steering wheel and it's going to pop your elbow out of place, or it's going to throw your hand so hard into the ceiling roof of your car that it's going to break your hand and your wrist. So, I mean, you shouldn't put your hand up top anyway. How was that corner?
That's fun. I'm not turning here.
No?
No.
I let her drive it right after install.
Ooh.
Is that weird going hand over hand like that?
Yeah,
I mean, you did
because
that turn.
I was taught not to cross.
Yeah, you did that a little bit different. But what about the Yokes? Does it make those easier? Or not the Yokes, the blinker, does it make it easier to get to, the stocks?
Yeah. I always push forward on accident, so I always turn my brights on when I'm driving at night.
And what about, I mean, does it feel weird? You have like nothing in front of you at all? You don't even have a screen? Drive like that? You probably could for distances.
For straight.
For straight, yeah.
At least I'm not getting yelled at for being too close to the curbs.
My kids give me a hard time because I yell at them so they don't curb rash my rims.
But have I ever curb rash?
Or no, just pull in front. All right, pull in front, park, and let's get Marissa's thoughts on the Yoke. Nope, just leave it here.
That's what I said.
All right, Marissa, what are your thoughts on the Yoke?
It's pretty cool. It's kind of fun.
Especially when it sits upside down like that, huh? So you would be okay if we put one in your car?
No.
No?
I already suck at turning in my own car.
So you don't want one in this car? Okay. All right, well, that'll do it for today's video here on Rat's Tesla. Just wanted to do a quick review. Like I said, you got my driving experience, and then you got some driving experience from my 16-year-old daughter. And I thought that one would be kind of fun because she doesn't have a lot of experience driving. And so to get her thoughts on using a different mechanism to turn the vehicle, the Yoke versus the steering wheel, you can see that she caught on to it pretty quick. She liked it, and it's super easy to use. So thanks for watching today's video. As always, go subscribe down below, hit the bell so you know when I put up new videos, hit the like button. YouTube's changing up the algorithm so much. You need to hit the like button so that I know and I get put into the rotation, so my channel gets put into the rotation. So hit that like button for me. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to get a Yoke, if you've thought about getting a Yoke, or what the deal is. And just make sure you stick around. We have some really cool, fun stuff coming for the Tesla. We've got some cool videos coming up. My daughter and I, the same one that's in the video here, her and I are going to be taking a road trip here in about a month for the first time in the Tesla. I'll take you along for the ride to experience that as well. But as always, get out, go drive your Tesla, be safe, have fun, and be kind to people. There's no reason to be a jerk. There's always reasons to be nice. Thanks so much, and have a great day.